The push to legalize sports gambling in Georgia is back on the agenda at the state capitol. But as WSAV's Tyler Carmona tells us, it's a long shot.
The leading piece of legislation, Senate Bill 172, would legalize and tax sports betting in the state of Georgia, allowing people to bet online, on their phones, and even at remote kiosks.
Senate Bill 172, also known as the Georgia Sports Betting Integrity Act, was introduced by Senator Bill Cowsert. It was passed 8-4 by a Georgia Senate committee. Now it has to be approved by 2/3 of both the House and Senate.
I've had a number of constituents that approached me about it and said they would like to see it legalized in Georgia. So I did some research into it and developed this bill that would allow it.
Aside from legalizing sports betting, this bill would include the formation of a Georgia Sports Betting Commission, meant to supervise and impose regulations related to gambling.
Benefits is by regulating it, you can control to an extent the offering of bets and make certain that people get paid if they make a bet. You can have programs in place for problem gaming.
The bill also includes initiatives to help people with gambling addictions and preventative measures to protect bettors from fraudulent platforms.
If we were going to do it in Georgia, I wanted to make sure we did it right and protected the public from some of the potential downside harms of sports betting.
This sports betting commission would be responsible for granting licenses to prospective sports betting operations. Some platforms that would be legalized include online and mobile sports betting through popular platforms like DraftKings and FanDuel. State lawmaker Ron Stevens is blown away at the advancements that have been made in this field.
Things have come a long ways. Back 2.5 decades ago, if you might remember, these things were not even invented then.
Back in 2019, the presidents of the Atlanta Hawks, Falcons, Braves, and United formed the Georgia Professional Sports Integrity Alliance, asking state lawmakers to legalize sports betting. These organizations aren't just pushing for betting to be legalized, they want it to be allowed at their own stadiums through kiosks. Stevens says that while some people have expressed concern towards this bill, it's no different than the lottery.
There is this perception that somehow this leads to something else, but it's nothing more than an electronic lottery game.
Similar to the lottery, some politicians have pushed for the taxation generated from sports betting to provide funding for Hope scholarships and mental health initiatives.
Even if this bill did receive the 2/3 vote, it still have to be approved by a statewide referendum. Tyler Carmona, WSAV News 3, on your side.